justice systems. Like bailiff, bring them in. At this moment, we have no idea what's going on in this box. Here we are, I'm looking at it. BK badness, red flag, evidence is evident. You, BK badness. Now, what does that mean? Are you from the Brooklyn, the Bronx, and you're calling yourself bad? In the candle community, branding crimes run rampant. Some names will make you feel like luxury, while some can sound like somebody's mixtape. Always be mindful that in the end, although you liked it for a short-term amount of time, at some point you will blow up and you will want this to be placed in features of magazines. I'll show you what that is. You know how to do branding. So it is great that you have your stickers on your box. Very important when it comes to your small business to have your stickers readily available so that it provides brand continuity, brand retention. People trust you, they want to keep purchasing from you. Then I also see that you have a U-line white box. Very amazing. Honestly, a lot of people want to purchase their boxes from, or they think they got a hack by buying boxes from USPS, or they think they have a hack because they get free boxes from USPS, the priority ones, but that means you can only ship USPS. Example and point, she's using UPS ground. Why? Because it was probably cheaper than USPS priority. So if you think about it, if you spend $2 on a box and you only spend $5 on shipping, it works out a lot better than if you spend $2 on a box and $20 on priority, mandatory priority shipping. Think about it. Okay, and then also from there, if your cost of shipping is lower, that means you can do some shipping incentives. So I love to run like free shipping over orders of $100 or more, but when it's Black Friday time, when it's Cyber Monday time, I'm doing free shipping for every order. Free shipping for every order really helps you get more orders. And it's like, think about it. Would you rather, get $2 less on an order based upon your cost of goods, or get no order? To put it in perspective, definitely stay on this channel. I will be investigating more other businesses, but also exposing the truth about marketing when it comes to the holiday season. Hey girl, hey, my name's Talisha, and I teach entrepreneurs everything you need to know about making candles. If you're interested in that sort of content, then make sure you subscribe and turn on your notifications so that you don't miss out on anything I post. Also, if you need one-on-one coaching, you can sign up here for us to go through your specific business together and how I can help take it to the next level. Or if you just want some quick recipes, sign up for patreon.com/bossvision and gain access to all the wax and fragrance secrets. If you need self-guided learning, then I definitely recommend you grab an ebook here or the entire bundle, girl. Just make sure you're set up for success. I also have my own candle business, and I have recently launched a faith-based candle collection at senseofvision.com. His word brings life. You can use the code YouTube for 20% off. Hey girl, hey, my name's Talisha, and I teach entrepreneurs everything you need to know about making candles. If you're interested in that sort of content, then make sure you subscribe and turn on your notifications so that you don't miss out on anything I post. Also, if you need one-on-one coaching, you can sign up here for us to go through your specific business together and how I can help take it to the next level. Or if you just want some quick recipes, sign up for patreon.com/bossvision and gain access to all the wax and fragrance secrets. If you need self-guided learning, then I definitely recommend you grab an ebook here or the entire bundle, girl. Just make sure you're set up for success. I also have my own candle business, and I have recently launched a faith-based candle collection at senseofvision.com. His word brings life. You can use the code YouTube for 20% off. Okay, period, guys. So here we are, BK Badness. Let's open this BK Badness box, baby. In true Boss Vision fashion, we're just going to use a thermometer. I don't know why I thought a lawyer would sound British, but maybe. Ooh, so pretty. Okay, here's what you see when you first open the box. So cute. Candle packaging can either make or break your business. The last thing you want to do is get caught illegally driving by using an improper equipment that is faded font and faded coloring. Really make sure it's high quality, high resolution so that your customers feel your energy, your boldness. Okay, so it says thank you for your purchase. Connect with us. Let me show y'all super close. Okay, I love the presentation. The presentation is good. The main goal here with this video is to see if BK Badness is guilty of having a bad business. And right now, the defendant is actually starting off strong. Really good case here. Definitely seems like you've done your due diligence and you've showed up very much well presented and put together at court. I love how the sticker didn't even do any kind of residue. It came off perfectly. Very seamless. Very seamless. Wow. Okay, you showed up with the right evidence at court. I like it. Next, I see open, smile, and joy. BK Badness. BK Badness. Thank you for your order. We hope you love your item as much as we love creating it. Let's connect. They got the YouTube. I'm gonna find out what's your YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, Pinterest. Wow. I love that for you. Please enjoy the discount 25% on your next order. Code THANKS25. Rate your purchase. BK Badness Co. So yay, this is an opportunity where I can help you. Okay, so let's look at this. Hopefully you didn't see my hair making it in there. Calamity. Look at this. So pretty much you have an opportunity here with the fact that when someone makes a purchase from you, it's game time. Like the last thing you want to do is say, hey, you will get 25% off your next order. Here you go. And then you say, rate your purchase. You want them to rate their purchase in exchange for that 25% off. You want them to earn that incentive. And honestly, if I'm getting 25% off, my review is going to be a little bit better. But honestly, if you have a great product in this box, which I see we're setting up for success, not to be too like presumptive. We don't know. We'll see if you're guilty of a bad candle company. But yes, so if you want them to make sure they do the ratings because that increases your sales, your trust for your potential buyers, then definitely say rate your purchase for 25% off. Yes, just having that incentive, it creates a give-get environment, and that plays a real strong role when it comes to your buyers. You definitely want your buyer to feel like confident in you and confident that you give them the right discernment over. You definitely want your buyer to be compelled to do things in exchange for something that benefits you. It's too often that we as business owners are just so agreeable and just desperate to give that you forget the fact that you have something of value, and the last thing you want to do is give somebody your stuff and lose out on your profit, because then you'll be on the side of the road homeless and everybody has these pretty candles at their house. So don't do that. Get. Rate your purchase in exchange for 25% off. So I definitely recommend trying that on your next batch of these candle care cards. You don't have to just go run and buy them, but when you run out of these, definitely do that. Next, guys, we have a pretty letter. Oh my gosh, I love letters. How cute. So first thing I see is this Strawberry Seduction wax sample. Okay, I can smell a little bit of strawberry there. A BK Badness sticker. Period. Look at you. Logo and branding. Very cute. For me personally, I feel like your brand is so pretty, but you could benefit from doing a more pigmented font. Like the font seems a little bit lighter. So I wonder if that's something you were considering in the future. Definitely implementing a deeper hue, deeper contrast when you are creating your products, because it could be a bit brighter. And then another thing that can help is having the same font everywhere. So I'm noticing several different fonts and then several different logos. So the more, I knew it was BK for Brooklyn, but the more you have the same font, the more people will trust you and they're likely to buy from you again. I love that you have a QR code here. That's great, so that people can purchase this if they like it. I see you're trying to be like Hive and Honey. Hive and Honey used to always do this. They were like, here, period. Here go a melt. Okay, so the melt, it kind of smells like coconut to me. I don't really smell strawberry, so it immediately is on my hand. So this is a coconut wax, definitely know that. Very melted coconut wax, definitely get that. But when it comes to this scent, I would say it's not very strawberry to me. I would say rather than putting Strawberry Seduction, put what it really is. But also Strawberry Seduction could work, because then somebody else smelling this is like, oh, it kind of smells like a strawberry coconut. Maybe the seduction is the coconut. I don't know. But yeah, if somebody likes the scent, it's so great that they have the option to go ahead and purchase it. So I love this idea. Very great idea. Then I see a note. Everybody loves to type up a note. I'm so grateful. Dear Talisha, I hope this message finds you well. I wanted to take a moment to sincerely thank you for offering to review my channels and for all the support you share through your YouTube channel. Your content has been such a source of guidance and encouragement for me, and I truly appreciate the value you bring to small makers like myself. I'm sending these candles your way, not only as a token of my appreciation, but also to to gain your honest insight on how I might improve them. My candles are made with coconut apricot wax, like I thought, and I recently adjusted my fragrance load from 10% to 9%. The candle you receive may have been poured at 10%. At in-person markets, I do really well with sales, but I've been struggling to see the same success online. Any constructive feedback or advice you can share would mean the world to me as I continue learning and growing. BK Badness & Co. LLC stands for more than just candles. It represents resilience, creativity, and the joy of bringing light into people's lives. Every product is crafted with care to deliver a touch of Brooklyn boldness and island warmth, blending my heritage, passion, and love for creating memorable experiences. Thank you again for your time, support, and willingness to help me on this journey. I'm grateful for your perspective and look forward to hearing your thoughts. With gratitude, Samantha Jones, founder, BK Badness, LLC. P.S. I'm currently working on custom boxes for my candles, so please excuse the way the 12-ounce looks. I'm a little ashamed of the temporary packaging, but I wanted to make sure it's shipped safely as possible to customers. That was super sweet. I'm so grateful for that. Definitely get emotional every time you guys, when I hear what people think of me, it's just like, it's so beautiful to hear your thoughts. I mean, like, oh my God, I never thought of myself that way as far as like impacting others in this way and on my channel. So I'm definitely excited to continue helping. So the first thing I see is Orchard in a Ziploc here. What I love is that she put the care instructions. This is a car diffuser, and I've never sold car diffusers before, but it's very important to share with people the proper protocol for that because I've never used one either. So the steps are remove the wooden lid and plastic topper, replace and tighten wooden lid back on the bottle, and then you turn it upside down, replace the plastic stopper to prevent leakage, and then keep upright and do not consume and avoid contact on your eyes and skin, and keep the diffuser away from small children and pets. I love that. Okay, so let's just open this up. Very cute. I can already smell it. Okay, it does smell like cute. Okay, and it's blue, guys. Look how blue it is. So cute. So that's Autumn Orchard, a car diffuser with apple, cranberry, and wood. So yes, I would say your labels, I'll do a screen share of what you need to do, but you need to put like a glow behind your font or a black letter, like a black undertone behind your font, because your font is not giving professional. It's giving like you printed this yourself, and the more that you can make it look like you went and you did this professionally, the better. So I love that it says apple, cranberry, and wood, but then I can barely read the bottom where it says handmade, and it says, I don't know what that says, but hand poured with love. And I love that you have the weight there just for safety. So this will be really cool to try in my car tomorrow to give you an honest opinion. It smells very autumny, like an apple scent. I would recommend, if you are going to sell diffusers, if you are going to sell any home fragrances, car fragrances, take a step back and remember what you like. Don't just sell it based upon scents that you came across, that you liked it randomly as a fragrance oil in your candle studio. Think about scents that you like when it comes to purchasing. I've seen a lot of businesses start and then they end up going Bath and Body Works and buying their own candles in secret. You know it. You know you're guilty of it. You know why? It's because you're not making products that you would use. Make sure your products are inviting and inspired by what you would actually do. So I would recommend this. Apple is great, but I would recommend doing a car scent. Like, what are car scents? We know cars are like clean scents or masculine scents or a lemony scent. These are the types of scents that someone will put in their car and they want because it's strong. Apple is great, but no, nobody wants to get in the car and it smells like apples in there. Never have I ever gotten in a car and I'm like, ooh, I want it to smell like apples today. No, that's something like that I would want to smell like. I want my car to smell clean, like blue ocean or like lemon or like a mahogany, like a fine man that's not in there and it's just me and I'm a driver princess, not a passenger. Okay, right. That's the vibes. That's what people are looking for. They're not looking for apple or autumn. So just keep that in mind going forward. I definitely say it's great for the season, but going forward, you could do florals, you could do clean scents and masculine scents. Okay, I see what you're saying about your box. So yeah, you got these from Uline as well. That's a great starting point, and you are aware that this box isn't going to cut it. As you guys could see, it's a bit too small for her candle, so it's showing. And if there's anything we could do to be more professional, we should do it. I like how you put the warning on the bottom of the box, even though people are just, they don't look at warning labels. It's so important to put your warning in the post-sale email, and then in your follow-up email after they got delivered, put a warning there too, because people need that as well, because they will not remember. And then in your marketing, when you're on social media, put a warning there around how to handle your candles, because people don't listen. So I love how immediately a candle care card popped out. So cute. So it says burn your candle for at least 2 hours on the first use to ensure an even melt pool. Trim the wick to 1/4 inch before each use. Always place your candle on a stable heat resistant surface. Keep away from drafts, pets, children, and flammable objects. Smell the magic. Embrace the vibe. Love your purchase. Leave us a review. This is a great card, but like I said before, give, get. If you want reviews, give somebody something. Be like, leave us a review to be entered into our giveaway. Leave us a review to get 25% off of your next order. Leave us a review to get this, get that, get this. You always keep in mind that you need something from them, which is a review, and that's like something they don't have to do. It's an extra thing. So give them something in return. But yeah, super cute card. This is actually very good. It's like, this one is more high resolution than any of your products. So I'll say whoever made these, you should keep them, do them more. But here's the problem. Brand continuity. Like if your thank you card doesn't match your brand logo, it's just, it's two different colors, two different vibes. I feel like I'm on two different websites right now. You see what I'm saying? So it's important to make sure everything goes together. It has to go together. The thighs have to match, okay? You got to make sure everything goes together so that we're not killing y'all. Cause the thighs don't match, you know, woo. Right. Make sure everything goes together. You know, one thing about a quality brand is that the labels, the items, the samples, everything matches. It just comes together. Okay, so let's take this out. That's what they say in Canada. Or they say sorry. So, okay, girl. Okay, you got a little tissue paper on there. I like that. And then you use the matte black ore. I love that. Okay, it smells like cocoa butter cashmere. This is cocoa butter cashmere. Oh, you use cocoa butter cashmere. I wonder if you were inspired by me to do that, but girl, cocoa butter is the best. So I'm already scared because I don't see the right wick. Like when I tell you I have been fighting for my life with these jars and these wicks. So right now I see a 0.5. I don't even know. And I see a 0.625 crackling. No, not even crackling. A 0.625 wick. Maybe it is a crackling. A 0.625 crackling wick, not a booster. So I'm alarmed and I don't like how high it is. So let's start with the wick. Number one, don't you ever pack another order after you watch this video. This is evidence. Judge, defendant, BK Badness pulled up with high wicks. And sir, as forementioned in the candle making survival guide on circa say on the affidavit, it is evident by law that if you present someone with a high wick like this, they will light their house on fire. Just saying. You don't want to do that. Don't ever do this. This is a crackling wooden wick. Make sure it's trimmed. In fact, I am alarmed. I don't want to light this candle because I know what it is. I know the business. I know the vibes. And I know you've been out here setting it off and you finna set it off and you need to stop setting it off. Trim your wicks much lower than this, okay? And be aggressive about, honestly, that's something I want to do. Like I want to put a silver DTF label in each jar and it says trim your wicks. Like I want it to be inside the jar and it says trim your wicks because I do not trust people at all. Like, please trim your wicks. I want to do that. Like I can't wait. I'm going to order that tonight because people are tweaking. I don't understand it. Like they just be off. It is the weirdest thing when people literally like, this is not safe. Like it'll just catch flame. It's catch flame. You know, late at night when all the world is sleeping, you don't want this jar to go and that's your life. That's your house. Day after day. Fallen soldier just like them. That's not the vibes, right? So obviously that's strike number one. Strike number two, why don't we have a smooth top? Judge, the defendant presented me a candle without a smooth top, and it is not giving me the vibe it's supposed to give as a small business owner. The only people who can get away with this is Bath and Body Works because they turn and burn gasoline. But because she doesn't turn and burn gasoline, I object to her presenting this improper evidence in the court of law. So take her into contempt. Simple, simple, simple. And then, judge, this lady has presented me a label that has white on the frame. The frame is white. And as you mentioned in our jury notes and our jury instruction, we're supposed to instruct the jury to only take facts and not feelings. But sir, honestly, I'm worked up. Honestly, I'm worked up right now. I'm sweating. I need another coffee. This is ridiculous. I was not expecting my client to come in with this. My client has presented us something that is just, or the defendant has presented us something that's just unacceptable. Okay? The label, the letters are not professional. Okay. Sir, I will calm down. They have the same font. Okay. They're the same font, but that's it. Girl, we need some flow. We need some hustle and flow. You cannot just say, okay, brown and green and blue. Like brown and green and blue. You gotta really make a vibe, because then I'm feeling pastel and pink. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just giving it. If you didn't know, I've been watching the world's TikToks more than I would like to. But yes, don't do this. If it's velvet cocoa, that's the thing. You're gonna have to have a vibe, okay? So if you're gonna do an autumn diffuser, then make the whole background brown and do white font. Yeah, background brown, white font, and then background blue. Brown background, blue background. But this don't go together. It doesn't give me that vibe that I need. I need the vibe. Also, yeah, I love how the notes are there: jasmine, cocoa butter, and sandalwood. That's great indication, and it smells good. You got a good coat there. I'm very excited about this. So it's handmade and hand poured with love. Put the city or the state, hand poured in Brooklyn, since it's BK Badness. Why you say with love? You should be saying Brooklyn, handmade in Brooklyn, because a lot of people are going to be looking at this BK Badness and wondering, what does BK Badness mean? Is that Brooklyn? If it is, it is. They put that there. And then I love how you put it in ounces and grams. Of course, another warning label, very high quality. I do love that. You made your own warning labels. I think your printer is wrong. I'm going to show you some printer steps right here too. I can clearly see that your printer is wrong. Yes. So very excited to review this. I'll be giving y'all an honest opinion of the cold throw, which I think is a 10 out of 10. And then the opinion of the hot throw after 3 hours. Next, we have this Love Unfiltered candle. Okay. So it says each of our products is thoughtfully crafted using premium materials to deliver exceptional quality you can trust. Thank you for your purchase. I love that. And you need to work on your printer quality because it's not giving that quality you just said. But yes, it says thank you and another candle cake card. Same talk track. I love how everything is wrapped. Oh, it's just another Makesy Mini. Oh, I use these too. So judge. The defendant has another candle that she did not heat the top on. It has no indication that she heated it or trimmed it. It's cricket. It's cricket. Rude of you to do that. You don't give anybody a cricket. Listen, this is somebody investing in your future, investing in paying your bills. They're not just investing in, like Walmart, Target, Bath and Body with the gasoline, petroleum candles. No, they're investing in BK Badness. Make sure BK Badness is bad. You said you bad. Show us what bad is. Like Sierra said, in that song, Jazzy Faye, all that, I say you old without saying you old. But yeah, I love this theme. And this one, it seems like you printed out, it came out right. And I bet you're having problems with your printer because of your alignment. You need to make sure that you do your printer settings correctly. I'll insert how to do that right here. But yeah, this is cute and I like the theme. I like how this is like a darker blue. This is a lighter blue. That works. That does work. So definitely the goal. But like I said, with the diffuser, the white, that don't work. You know what I mean? You got to know what I mean. I know you know what I mean. Comment if y'all watching this and you know what I mean. These two blues, yeah. But a brown and like, don't change the font. Make sure the font is all white. And then the background is brown. It will go together. Or really, you could do that green. Because green and two different shades of blue really go together. You know what I mean? Yeah. So just looking at this, aquatic magnolia amber. Yeah, girl. This smells good. The cold throw is good. I almost put my mouth. Girl, this smells good. What is that? It's clean. This could be a great car diffuser. It's so clean, but it's mature. Oh man. Aquatic Magnolia Amber. This is one of those you can't get enough. I bet that's why people probably buy this a lot in person. I would buy this one too. This is like a good yummy scent, you know? These I would buy, right? So yes, I'm super excited to do a burn test on these and also do a car diffuser test with this. Number one thing I see is a different color font, just a random font at the top, a random coloring. You need to make sure all of your colors and fonts match. And then I see home, products, collections, gifting, sales, market, schedule, product care, about, contact. What's the difference between sales and gifting? So you really want to make sure that you have, okay, this is a gift card, and then sales for you is like discounted things. You need to change that to more so seasonal, on sale, or just not say sales because sales is confusing. Market, schedule. That's really nice that you have this listed so people know where to find you. That's great. Product care. That's great that you put candle care on your website here. It is also imperative for you to share your return fees and your return policy. Great. I'm glad I see that. This is number one. If you sell candles, you should make sure there's no return and no refund, because a lot of people will try you. They will try you, and you have to be more diligent with regard to sharing that. No, ma'am, you burnt the candle. Just because you don't like the candle, it doesn't mean you can return the candle. That's not how this works. It's a handmade item. But yeah, I love how you have this transition here. So the frame at the top does transition between different text, which is great to keep your audience involved. I hate this picture. It is so professional. It's not quality, like it's blurry. And for that, if I were seeing this, I would miss out on this. This is such high quality. If you could just make sure that you post pictures that are in the pixels that align with your web hosting, you would be so much better. So definitely find pictures that match your posting dimensions. Take the time, do the extra uncomfortable work so that it looks better and you make sales. Because a lot of times, and then here, you need to add a second slide. A lot of times we get a little lazy when it comes to our website and really just want to get it out so you have it out. But the God we serve, okay, God is just looking for the right opportunity to bless you. And you have to be prepared for when he bless you, because you never know when he can send 1 million viewers to your website. You never know what can happen to your website. So you want to make sure your website is prepared for things that you aren't really currently experiencing. So definitely enhance your product background pictures. I am not a fan of the blurry stuff. This to me says that you had a picture that was small and you posted it on a page, you tried to blow it up. Excuse me. Yeah, that's a big issue when it comes to your website, because you want to make sure everything that you post is the right size. So definitely stop doing that. I love the description here. It looks organic. Stay away from any chat GPT. As you're watching me, I definitely want to make sure you do what you're still doing. Remain constant. I love how you have these letters like bold, scent, artistry, and craft, design with purpose, nurturing atmosphere, elevated quality, sensory journey, sustainable luxury. If you want, we could do one-on-one coaching and go through how you can use Canva for free to do this. My one-on-one coaching is $150, so I don't play like that. That does cost. It's a one-time fee, but we'll go through it. Oh, you did a YouTube video. I love that. A 10-day fair prep vlog. I love that. That's so exciting. Good for you. So we can definitely click on that and see. I would have wished you done 10 videos for a 10-day prep. That would have been really good. And then definitely add your Shopify to your YouTube channel, because you look like you have a good beginning with YouTube. And YouTube is an area where you can make a lot of sales too. A lot of people will purchase just because you have a channel. So that's definitely a great area of opportunity for you. But just back to your website, I think that the biggest issue we're running into is brand continuity. So make sure this looks a little bit more professional by having the right dimensions. You can ask, this is one thing you can't ask, what are the dimensions for a Shopify website's banner? And it'll tell you the dimensions and match that to your post. You can use canva.com to match that. If you need help with that, I can help you. I'm so proud of your product photos. Your product photos eat. Like, this is very good. Like, your product photos look like something I would want to add to my cart. Like, okay, yeah, I'll invest in this small business because this is high quality pictures. But the biggest issue is though that big banner, I wouldn't even get here because I'm Okay, Exhibit C. We are witnessing a classic case of wrong wig. As it began, we had potential, but then as you can see, Throughout the burn, it is beginning to tell us, y'all, I don't belong here. Nobody's supposed to be here. I don't know how I got here. I don't belong here, right? It is clearly because you're using the wick that doesn't agree with your wax. If you need help with your recipe, definitely check out the Ultimate Candle Making Survival Guide. It'll be linked down below. I have recipes for all different waxes as well as wicks and the different diameters of jars. And wooden wicks are so hard to get right, but I got them right and I'm so happy to share them with you. Check them out. Okay, inspired by that last candle doing the same thing, I wanted to show you what it's supposed to do, because often as candle makers, we don't really have a foundation of what we're supposed to go for. We're just trying to make it and get it over with. But the goal is a slow burn. The goal is an even burn. The goal is for your wick to match your waxing jar. Here's an example. I have the same jar as you, and I'm using the same wax, but I have the right wick in there. And if you need help, I can definitely help you with coaching or with the ebooks, as I mentioned before. I lit this one in the bathroom just to get an accurate hot throw, and it did have a very strong hot throw. I'll explain more here, but yeah, the smaller one actually did begin to stay lit, but the larger one did not. I want to talk to you guys outside because the dishwasher's going, even though you can probably still hear the air of the world. There's like a highway nearby, but absolutely not, my ma'am, miss ma'am. Them wicks are not doing what they're supposed to do for you. It took forever to figure out the right crackly wick for me, and I'm so happy that you sent in your candle because then I can help you. So if you're using a coconut apricot cream wax, it's very hard to get a wooden wick to work with that. Really think about it. Crackling wooden wicks work with wax that is solid enough to handle burning down slowly. Just really put it like in perspective versus like the insecurity, imposter syndrome of, oh, everybody else can do it. Think about how that really works. Like a candle is almost like if you were cooking. If you're cooking something, you would need a certain solution to handle other ingredients. So your wicks have to be able to handle your wax. So if your wick is not strong enough for your wax, it shows and the wick dies early. It's like, this is too much for me. I can't handle this soft environment, you know? And it's funny because like in science, like some things can be softer and it's too aggressive for that wick. So think about pillar candles. Pillar candles stand up on their own and they're so much easier to wick down, and they just refuse, they reject the jars. But when it comes to a coconut candle, coconut wax is almost supposed to be used for like, you know, body care. Coconut oil is so soft and just vibey, right? But it gives you such a strong hot throw because of the natural ingredients. So it's very important for you to consider that you have to calculate the diameter. Make sure that if you're using a Makesy Aura jar, you're using a 0.02 or a 0.03 crackling wooden wick, and that you are using a booster. So that's definitely something to consider. For me, I use a whisper booster with my coconut soy, but with your coconut apricot cream, you're probably going to need to do something a bit more stronger. And also be advised that you need to cure your candles. Your candle, I don't know how long you cured them, but your candle's first burn on week 1 could be different than week 2, so definitely consider that. I hope that you do take this advice. I'll put a full recommendation in the description of this video, but immediately both candles went out, which leads me to believe you put the wrong wicks in there. You might be getting your wicks from Amazon. You might be getting your wicks from the wrong person. That's another thing. Get your crackling wooden wicks from Hive and Honey and Makesy. Everybody else, I don't know what they're doing. Hive and Honey gets them from a supplier from Makesy, so you're still good there. But when it comes to anybody else, don't get them from them because they're not going to be good. But yeah, that is my recommendation. I think you're on the right track with your packaging and using high quality jars, because a lot of people use jelly jars just to get started and they wonder why they're not making these sales. People are going to see those candles and want to buy them, and that cold throw on that mini candle smells so good. But I can clearly see you put the wrong wick in there too. You need a booster in there. I'll link that one that you need down below as well. I've always wanted to know this type of stuff. Like, custom recommendations for your business. If anybody is watching this and they want a custom recommendation, then definitely send in your candles. Or if you just want to learn how to do this on your own and you don't have any candles yet, use the new and improved Ultimate Candle Making Survival Guide. It is located on shopbossvision.com, or you can buy it on sensivision.com where my candles are. If you want to support my candle business and see my candle hot girl, judge my candles, and shop sensivision.com, you could use the code YouTube for 20% off. But yeah, that was the end of this video. I hope it was helpful, guys. I am here on Saturday getting through all my errands, washing dishes, and pretty much running around. But I thought it was important to come on here and give you this motivation. Let's pray for this business, BK Bands. Father God, I come in agreement with your will. I ask that you bless the hands of the entrepreneur who is on the other side of this screen working to make their candles and make the right fit for their business in a saturated market. I pray that you give them the discernment around what tools to use and what networking opportunities they could take advantage of to escalate their business as far as funding and working hard. I pray that you ignite a fire in them to get to know you better and faith through their struggles, faith through their failures. There's nothing God cannot do, and I worship you and I declare that. I stand on that firmly. In Jeremiah 33 verse 3, you said if we call unto you, will show us and even tell us wonders, things we can never even imagine. Therefore, God, I'm calling on you to reveal to this brand what they need to do as far as taking their business to the next level. I pray that they get connected with the right influencers to promote their business, they get the right ads in place, and that they see fruit of their labor here, and that the right people get these products and feel supported. In the name of Jesus, amen. So I hope this video was helpful. I will see y'all in the next one. Okay, bye. My heart, and I will be a temple, the dwelling place where you